Okay, I will get straight to the point. I have to say that this was a okay Royal Rumble. Now, the undercard of this Royal Rumble was pretty good. The first match was Edge versus Dolph Ziggler. I have to say that the crowd really helped this match out. It was very entertaining and interesting. Now, the crowd was chanting back and forth for Edge and just very lively, and they was very into this match. And it was a very good match for the opener. I have to say that Dolph Ziggler did look pretty good. Of course not. I never thought Dolph Ziggler was going to win the match, but he did look very good nonetheless. And Dolph Ziggler himself, I have to say, had a nice showing. And I have to say that Dolph Ziggler is he really has come a long way from the days of him just being, "Hi, my name is Dolph Ziggler." You know, he is he's very good in the ring, I have to say. And at first, I was a Dolph Ziggler hater, but last year, you know, I became somewhat of a fan of him, and I really don't have a problem with Dolph Ziggler at all now. You know, he is okay wrestler. Not one of my favorites, of course not, but he is an okay wrestler. So Edge won by the unprettier, I have to say, and that was that. So then we had another title match that was kind of stupid in my opinion on WWE's part. Why would you have another title match, or at that a world title match back to back? Why you couldn't have the Divas match, you know, between the two world title matches? But anyway, this match was with Randy Orton and the Miz. It was good. It was good, but the crowd was definitely dead during this match, I have to say, because mostly they was mostly acting more live during the Dolph Ziggler Edge match, but during the Randy Orton versus the Miz match, it was very dull from the crowd. The match itself was good. I want to say it was very good or nothing like that. It was a good match. The ending was CM Punk coming out of nowhere, and he came under the ring and gave the go to sleep to Randy Orton, and Miz retained the title. It was a good match, but the crowd, I really don't blame the crowd for being dull during this match, because really they should have had the Divas match to actually give the crowd somewhat of a break and get back into it, because it is understandable from the crowd's point of view, because being live, being that cheerful and live during both matches is kind of hard, and both of those was world title matches. Then we had the Divas match. No one cared about that. Divas wrestling is horrible. Now for the Royal Rumble itself, I have to say that really it wasn't a good Royal Rumble in my opinion. In my opinion, this did suck. It sucked. At best, it was borderline okay, I have to say. Now, really, you know, the star power of this Royal Rumble was lacking, of course, because of Triple H, no Undertaker, no Shawn Michaels, no Christian, no Chris Jericho. But it was really, I really didn't like the fact that they had Daniel Bryan, John Morrison, CM Punk go out so early. Now they did have good showings in the Royal Rumble, if you don't get what I'm saying. Showings is basically they showed off their talents pretty good, especially John Morrison and CM Punk. And it was just very disappointing that this Royal Rumble, it sucked. And you know, I could see if somebody said it was okay or it sucked, but if you actually thought this Royal Rumble was good, I would be actually shocked. Then you had Diesel out of nowhere. He had one of the loudest pops. Well, yeah, next to John Cena, I would say that how it came off on pay-per-view anyway. And Booker T he had a loud pop also, but people actually booed and were kind of pissed that Diesel was eliminated for the Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumble was it had really, I feel as though that CM Punk should have won, but instead Alberto Del Rio won. CM Punk, he should have won in my opinion, but hey, what you gonna do? CM Punk should have won, but Alberto Del Rio won. It really, I really don't have no complaints about that. I would say they are giving. I mean, they are. Well, the WWE is giving this guy too fast of a push. This guy has never even been a tag team or mid card champion yet. Not even an IC champion. But you know, he is over. But to have him actually at a match in WrestleMania in one of the main events, possibly. Well, I don't know. It probably will not be in one of the main events. They probably will come up with something else. But him getting a title shot for a world championship, well, he had one last month. But yeah, it's still early in my opinion to give Alberto Del Rio all this. It's just too fast of a push in my opinion. He is a good worker, but you know, I prefer for guys to be in the WWE or TNA or whatever wrestling organization for a while, at least a year, and then get your title shot. But John Morrison, I feel as though that he was going to win the Royal Rumble. He went out way too soon. That was a bit disappointing aspect of that. CM Punk, he did have a very good showing, but he went out way too soon also. In my opinion, he should have been in the Final Four at least, or should have made it to the 30th entry of the Royal Rumble. Daniel Bryan, he definitely went out too early, in my opinion. He should have lasted a few more spots. But overall, this Royal Rumble match itself sucked. Now the other two matches on this card, except for the Divas match, I'm not even going to include that because I really don't like women's wrestling, because women's wrestling sucks for the most part. Now in the independent scene, like in ROH and other independent companies, women's wrestling is good, but on the mainstream side of things, it does suck. But yeah, the two World Championship matches was pretty good and very entertaining, I would have to say. But this Royal Rumble match itself, it sucked. It really wasn't no one, and no one came back. I thought maybe Christian would have came back, Chris Jericho. Triple H, I don't know, I was iffy on that, but you know, somebody with importance. But really, the two guest surprises that we had, Booker T and Diesel, was okay. It was entertaining, but those two was never my favorite wrestlers, to tell you the truth, except for WCW, not in the WWE. So yeah, that's basically my review. I would say overall this Royal Rumble was okay. The match itself sucked, but that's it basically. So, oh yeah, and also I really don't have a problem with Alberto Del Rio winning the Royal Rumble, but it is kind of too soon. But you know, I really don't care about it. You know, it is not like I'm going to have a heart attack over Alberto Del Rio winning the Royal Rumble match. So, really, I really don't care about that. So, I thought John Morrison or CM Punk should have won. So, I'm out.